4 years, the world has watched Taylor Swift become one of the biggest music artists in history. We have seen the stadiums. We have heard the records. We have watched millions of fans sing every single word to every single song. But what if the biggest Taylor Swift story is not actually about music? What if the real story is about power? Because behind every unforgettable melody, behind every emotional lyric, and behind every iconic performance, there is a strategy, a plan, a vision. Taylor Swift did not just become famous. She built an empire created from creativity, determination, and the courage to challenge an entire industry. She fought for ownership of her own work. She changed how artists think about their careers. She transformed a concert tour into a worldwide cultural phenomenon. And she proved something that many people never expected: an artist can be both a creator and a business powerhouse. But the journey was not easy. There were moments when Taylor was underestimated. Moments when people doubted her decisions. Moments when powerful people believed they controlled her future. But every single time, Taylor found a way to rewrite the story. And today on Taylor Timeline, we are exploring the incredible journey behind Taylor Swift's smartest career moves, the decisions that turned a young songwriter into one of the most influential artists of this generation. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Taylor Timeline and turn on notifications, because we bring you the biggest Taylor Swift stories, career moments, and behind-the-scenes updates. Now, let's discover how Taylor Swift changed the music industry forever. Before the world knew her name, before the awards, before the record-breaking tours, there was just Taylor Swift, a young girl with a notebook, a guitar, and a dream. But what made Taylor different was not only her ability to write songs. It was the way she thought. Many young artists dream about becoming famous. Taylor dreamed about building something meaningful. She wanted to connect with people. She wanted to tell stories. And she wanted to control the stories she was creating. From the beginning, Taylor understood that her music was more than entertainment. Her songs represented memories, experiences, personal moments. And she believed that the person who creates something should have a voice in what happens to it. That belief would eventually become one of the biggest battles of her entire career. Imagine spending years creating something, writing every word, recording every emotion, building something that represents your life. Then one day realizing you don't completely control it. That was Taylor Swift's reality. When Taylor signed her first record deal as a teenager, she achieved something millions of aspiring musicians dream about. She became a professional artist. But there was a major sacrifice. Her original recordings were controlled by the label. Her first 6 albums belonged to someone else. And for years, Taylor continued creating music while knowing that the original versions of her songs were not fully hers. For many people, this would feel impossible to overcome. But Taylor saw the situation differently. She saw a challenge. She saw an opportunity. She believed that if she created those songs once, she could create them again. And that mindset changed everything. When Taylor's catalog was sold in 2019, the situation became one of the biggest conversations in the music world. Many people wondered, what would Taylor do next? Would she accept it? Would she move on? Or would she fight? The answer was exactly what fans had come to expect. Taylor Swift fought back. But not through anger. Not through giving up. Through creativity. She decided to re-record her music. At first, some people questioned the idea. Why recreate songs that already existed? But Taylor understood something deeper. She wasn't just recreating music. She was reclaiming ownership. She was giving herself control. She was proving that artists have power. And the result became a historic moment. Taylor transformed a difficult situation into one of the smartest career strategies in modern entertainment. 4 years, Taylor Swift released music that represented different chapters of her life. Each album had its own personality, its own emotion, its own identity. But then something unexpected happened. The pandemic changed the world. Live performances stopped. Tours disappeared. And Taylor suddenly had multiple albums that fans had never experienced in person. The demand was growing. Millions of fans were waiting. And Taylor knew the return had to be special. That moment became the beginning of the Eras Tour. But the Eras Tour was not simply a collection of songs. It was a journey, a celebration of every version of Taylor Swift. Fans weren't just watching a performance. They were experiencing a story. They were traveling through years of memories. And that is what made the tour different. Taylor understood something powerful. People do not only remember what they see. They remember what they feel. The Eras Tour became a global phenomenon. It broke records. It created unforgettable moments. And it proved that Taylor Swift had created something much bigger than music. She had created a connection. One of Taylor Swift's greatest strengths is understanding how to expand an idea. Many artists stop after releasing music. Taylor thinks differently. A song can become an album. An album can become an era. An era can become a concert. A concert can become a film. A film can become another way for fans to experience the story. This mindset allowed Taylor to build something bigger than traditional music releases. She understood that fans were not only buying songs. They were joining a world. And that world kept growing. Before streaming became the dominant way people listened to music, Taylor Swift was already questioning the system. In 2014, she made a decision that shocked the industry. She removed her music from Spotify. Many people criticized the move. But Taylor had a clear belief: artists deserve to be valued. She questioned whether creators were receiving fair compensation for their work. The decision created a huge conversation about the future of music, and whether people agreed or disagreed. One thing was impossible to deny. Taylor Swift had started a conversation that the entire industry had to address. One of Taylor Swift's biggest advantages has always been her relationship with fans. She doesn't see fans as numbers. She sees them as a community. She creates experiences that make people feel involved. From hidden clues, to special announcements, to personal connections, Taylor has built one of the most dedicated fan communities in the world. And that community has become one of the strongest forces behind her success. Because Taylor understands something important: a true connection lasts longer than a trend. So what makes Taylor Swift different? Talent? Yes. Hard work? Absolutely. But there is something else. Adaptability. Taylor has constantly evolved. She has changed sounds, changed styles, changed strategies. But she has always remained connected to who she is. She understands when to take risks. She understands when to surprise people. And she understands how to turn attention into opportunity. Taylor Swift's story is not just about becoming successful. It is about building something that lasts. It is about protecting creativity. It is about believing that your work has value. From a young songwriter chasing a dream, to an artist who changed the rules of the industry, Taylor Swift has shown the world that success is not only about talent. It is about vision. It is about courage. And it is about knowing your worth. Her journey proves one thing: the biggest victories often come from the moments when people doubt you the most. And Taylor Swift's story is far from finished. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Taylor Timeline for more Taylor Swift stories, news, and exclusive moments. Thank you for watching. This is Taylor Timeline. And we'll see you in the next video.